It's a sad realization whenever you realize at some point in your life that you are not good at everything. You can't be the best at everything.
I often say that service to humanity is man's greatest work in life. We get back in direct proportion to what we give to the universe. But you got to give if you want to get. That's the law.
But it's also one of the most powerful, pivotal moments in your life when you realize that while I'm not great at everything, there are one or two or three things that I can be truly exceptional at. If you look at some of the most successful people in life, in our world, in business, science, technology, whatever it is, you look at those people, you'll realize very quickly that there's things that they're good at and there's things that they suck at. And in business, in life, if you're trying to grow a company, if you're an entrepreneur trying to build a business, trying to get to that next step, that next level in that business, one of the greatest things that you can ever do is some self-reflection and figure out, what am I good at and what am I not good at? And then how do you leverage that knowledge and that understanding to be more successful? There's a law called the Pareto Principle, the 80-20 principle. We've heard about that. And the basic idea behind it is that 80% of the effort or results come from 20% of the efforts or whatever the source. And if you look at that in your own life and start to analyze and go back even and say, over the years, when I have been at my best, in my business, even over the last 12 months, when I've been at my best, what was I doing? Was I out on the front line selling? Was I recruiting new team members or employees to help me fulfill this vision? Was I in the trenches managing people? Was I in the back office, working and behind the numbers and looking at spreadsheets and pushing buttons? What was it that I truly excelled at? Years ago, I read a great book, and I used to recommend this from the stage all the time. It's called Direct from Dell by Michael Dell. And one of the things in that book was he talked about job splintering, and he talked about letting people excel at what they were best at. And he made the comment in there that it became almost a rite of passage at Dell in the early days to lose or give up part of your job responsibilities. And they called it splintering. And the reason that it was such a powerful mechanism, but it was also a rite of passage, was it meant that you got to give up the things that you enjoyed the least and were least effective or productive at and focus more or all of your energy on the things you were best at and more effective at. And as entrepreneurs, as we're trying to grow our companies, we absolutely should learn how to do that for ourselves, to be able to make an assessment. You've probably heard me talk about my problem-solving ideas of drawing the line down the center. Well, the same thing can go for strengths and weaknesses. Take a piece of paper, draw a line down the center, and on the left, write down all the strengths, all the things that you're truly exceptional at. Go back in your past. Anything that you excelled at. Did you lead a Boy Scout troop and like everybody used to follow you and you were just a natural leader? You were good at getting people to buy into an idea or whatever. Go back to all of those kinds of things. Did you volunteer for the Chamber of Commerce and you managed this project and you were really, really good at that and here's why you were effective? So just look at the wins. Look at the wins in your life, in your past, and say, what was it about that caused me to be successful and to win? And then on the other side of the piece of paper, write down all of the things that you've not been good at and that you bottleneck or you fail. Make an assessment of those things that you're not good at. Those are not your strengths. And then what you do is you double down on the things that you're truly exceptional at and you find other people to help offset those weaknesses. There's a running joke between Jay Benoit, our COO, and myself talking about who's superior or who's not, or I'm superior. So it's like this ongoing running joke. But at the end of the day, really that's what it comes down to. What are you superior at? What is it that you are truly exceptional at? Focus on that, double down on that, leverage that, take advantage of that, and then find ways to offset, manage around, and offload the things that you're not truly good at. And once you do that, life completely changes for you. You'll be more effective, more productive, and in the end, a whole lot happier.